Right. I'll finish here. If you pop over onto, I've started a live through StreamYard. I'll be able to get Anthony, Shakti, Michelle. I'll be able to get you all a card and do the reading for Steve Beisheim. I need him to come on live to be able to read. Thanks for understanding. Just join me over in the same page. All right, there we go. Thanks very much. How's it going?
Good. How are you? Can you hear me?
Sorry about the time it took me to get that put together. I used to do this all the time, like bringing people on live, but I haven't done it in a while, so it must have been because you were using your laptop and I was using my phone or something like that.
No, it's no problem. You can hear me there, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Great. No, man, I'm impressed. I'm just impressed you could fun. I mean, this is like every year it gets more and more complicated, with all the new services. So
Yeah. Like they should have just left it the way it was at the start. It'd be fine.
yeah, yeah. Do I ask you a couple of
Right.
questions, then you want to go
Aye.
through?
Go for it. You go for the questions and then I'll.
I mean, yeah, I'm overcoming an addiction, honestly. And I believe in law of attraction and like manifesting, that we're creators here. um I just, my biggest thing is like, do I heal where I'm at, or do I try to move and go in like financial stress to like go into a better, like more like nurturing part of the country where it's a little more relaxed, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
because like
See,
moving's been my mechanism my whole life, so
whenever you feel happy within yourself, it doesn't matter where you are. Do you know what I mean? It doesn't matter location, but
yeah.
it's going on the path to maybe you need to move somewhere to cut ties to start afresh. Sorry about the lighting; it's not
That's
the
okay.
best there. We'll ask the card. Be assertive when it comes to what you know is right. So you're very intuitive. Do you see the answers you're looking from me? You've already got these answers within you. All you need to do is sit with your thoughts in a quiet room. But it's always good to get confirmation on them also. Do you know what I mean? Like that doesn't mean to say you don't ask any questions, because if you don't ask, you won't receive. But everything going your way, a good person or company to work for. So you're making good alliances at the minute. You're connecting with the right people. You're you're trusting your intuition and you're being guided. You're going where you're being led to go. Do you know what I mean? You've total faith in the universe.
Well, the question is, there's so much to choose from. Do you know what I mean? Like, there's so many options out there. I mean, I don't know whether to go with my own programming or try to go with something completely different, off script.
Whatever resonates with you, like whatever. If you are interested in something and it gets your pulse going, like for all you know, you could be a card reader. Have you ever tried reading cards?
Dude, I have like a bunch of tarot decks and like all those, like, I have like a crap load of like intuitive stuff. Yeah. I've thought about it. Like, I have like so many like different like I don't know if you can see this. I have the like altar, you know what I mean? Like oracle
Oh,
decks and like
yeah.
essential spells and stuff.
I feel you should be focusing. You should be focusing on that.
Yeah.
Like, or maybe it's not something you're interested in, but it is a skill set that you have. You have the ability to do them. But if you're not passionate about it, you can't put your all into it. But
Yeah.
along, like you're going to heal yourself, but you're also going to heal others with what you learn through the healing process. You'll be able to pass on to others.
Yeah, well, it's crazy. It's like one of the things I've been doing is fasting, and that's like intense, but it like works.
Yeah.
I mean, you can do like emotional stuff, but I know like fasting is pretty good for me right now. So I'll try.
That card's come up for you. Plan your next steps with an eye to the long term. Have patience. There are more good things to come. Satisfaction from a job well done. So, whatever you've done up until now, you've done everything right. You're doing everything that you need to be doing. There's nothing that is calling for your attention currently. Do you know what I mean? Like, your
Yeah.
divine timing is at play, and you're exactly where you need to be, and you're asking the questions you need to ask. But what I do need to say is, you already know the answers. Do you know what I mean? But it always helps when
No,
you
I
get clarification.
yeah, you're just getting external you're trying to like you get external confirmation. The way I react to you determines what's good for me, you know? It's like
Yeah.
you're not giving me answers. I'm just like bouncing it off to see how I feel about it, you know?
Yeah, that's exactly what you do. Whatever someone tells you, you ask yourself, and whatever response you get from your own intuition, you
Hmm.
go with. It's whatever resonates. You have everything that you need to be doing, which is very good. Happy news about your career, promotions or scholarships. Well thought out plans that go perfectly. Needing a little push to get going. So it's not going to be straight away, but it's not going to be long either. It's going to be a couple of weeks. You're maybe going to find someone coming to you with a job opportunity that you maybe have to travel, or you maybe have to go there, or word of mouth, or like it's going to happen.
Yeah.
It's going to happen that way. As you can see, I keep getting spammers on my lives. Like, I have to block them every now and again. They're messaging other people saying, if you want an accurate reading, inbox them. But, like, why don't they just set up their own page and do the same? Do you know what I mean? It doesn't make sense.
Um, I think there are people from like different countries that have like no idea.
Let's see what else we can get for you, Steve. Sorry I didn't stick to the time that I gave you, but we've had triplets, so we sort of have to go around them whenever they're ready. See, this is the most important thing. I feel you already do it. You trust the universe. You're not attached to any one outcome. You're flexible to what can happen for you in the future. Your happiness doesn't depend on one outcome. You're going to be happy regardless of the outcome. But by not being attached to the outcome, it always brings happy moments.
No, yeah, I'm doing like a lot of gratitude work and stuff, so I can try to be happy with where I'm at and not like obsess about the future too much. The healing is like where I'm at, man. Like I'm like obsessed. I mean, my health is like my number one priority. I've not always succeeded, but I'm working on it. You know.
But do you see, even things that you didn't succeed in, there was a lot learnt from them. Do you know what I mean? You learnt a lot from them than you would have if they had succeeded.
No, I know. That's the crazy part. Is like I actually think I have too much information in my mind, but now it's like the time to apply it. You know. Various, so that helps.
So it's all about regeneration, birth and rebirth. There's a couple other cards that I turned over there. This one represents abundance, asking and receiving. If there's something you're wanting, you need to make that step and ask for it. Put it out there so it will come back to you. And partnership, you can maybe be partnering up with someone. It could also pertain to the romance side, but I think you're more focused on yourself at the minute. You're
Yeah, I'd be a bad boy. I mean, someone would have to be really patient if they wanted to be with me, right? Yeah, but yeah, partnership with like someone who's in like metaphysics, you know.
Yeah, yeah. Like, I feel that there is a relationship in your future, and you're going to grow together, but you both need to work on the things that, like, you're maybe bringing out things in others. Do you know what I mean? Because you haven't healed it within yourself. but you're very close to completing that aspect. Like there's not a lot more that you need to work on. You're at a very good place now.
Hope so.
Like your thoughts aren't scattered. I feel in the past your thoughts were very scattered, but now you've got a hold of them. See, like all the cards I'm pulling for you are like wealth, abundance, all good things. But my cards are always in the future. Do you know what I mean? It's just bringing them about. I'll focus on this card for the now, follow your dreams. So you've got visions within your mind that you would like to bring about. Uh, it's not any extra work you have to put in. The only thing you have to do is be yourself, and things will unfold naturally. You know what I mean? It's not like, oh, you have to do this before that'll happen. It'll just all unfold.
Yeah, because for me, I have big vision. So like I'm like I go from A to Z sometimes, you know? Like
Yeah,
I feel like I don't necessarily always take the little tiny steps. I mean, I want to like I want the I know the I guess I don't know. I just get confused between like taking small steps towards something or just saying, "Well, why can't I manifest this thing that seems bigger right now?" You know what I mean? Like right away, even if
yeah.
I'm ready for it.
Well, what I've found from manifestation is it always takes far longer than you realize. And by the time you've stopped thinking about what you started manifesting, by the time it actually manifests, if you know what I mean, you're not actually focused on it. I would say anything from about 8 to 12 months from you start working on something till it can actually manifest. That's the only thing about it.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
feel. Have
I
you
mean,
have you any other questions or anything else you want me to look into?
um, I'm having a real issue with my diet and like fasting and stuff. And I guess my question is, I mean, I is fasting or like a carnivore is fasting or carnivore like the potential way to go? Because for me, my diet is like really kind of that's
See, I sort of I find this tricky because like I would eat meat, but I wish that I didn't enjoy it too much. But my fiance, she's a vegan, and
yeah,
like her eating habits is a lot better than mine.
yeah,
Like, do you know what I mean? I tried going vegetarian before, but I found it very difficult. I will look to change my diet in the future because I do believe what you put in your mouth has an effect on your body.
yeah. No, yeah, I'm way too sensitive. I mean, I honestly wish like I mean the diet isn't the only thing. Your mind is number one, but
Yeah,
if you like can get your diet and check with your mind, it'll like be optimal. You know what I mean? Like, and I wish
yeah,
someone did that years ago, but now I know some shit about it. So
yeah. See, you always think if only you'd known back then what you know now, things would have been so much easier.
yeah, that's true.
Mhm.
That's true. But I don't.
And letting go of the things that you don't know. The things that you don't know. If you know the universe is your back, them things aren't really important.
But if I take steps, say like I want to go move today, and I'm in a really bad mood, and I still have a lot of issues I haven't worked out. I'm gonna manifest things that I don't want. Like I want to manifest
Yeah,
drama and crazy in people too,
yeah,
because I'm like right here. I have a peaceful environment mostly. But if I move, I could attract a lot of my, repressed, a lot of like craziness too. So
yeah,
I'm skeptical about like taking lots of action until emotionally I feel better, you know?
yeah. See, that's what I mean. You've got the answers. You know that there's still a wee bit more work to do, and then you'll be in tip top position to then move things, change, accept things as they are now, and then you can change them in the future.
Yeah. Well, it's funny because the things I'm manifesting, I actually asked for, then I forget, and I think it's the universe doing it, like telling me I have to do something else. But I'm the one who put it into play. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like that's the funny thing.
Do you ever find whenever you think of something, then all of a sudden Facebook will be something to do with like what you've just been thinking? It's nearly answering your thoughts for you.
Immediately, like almost immediately, especially if I'm online, I have a question, and I'm like, how do I do this? And all of a sudden, I'm like, something will happen, and I'll just like intuit it something, you know. And but like, if I manifest something, I sometimes play victim after I manifest it and be like, oh wait, I didn't just do this. The universe did it for me. You know what I mean? Like I'm pretending
Yeah,
victim around it. So it's like, no, I don't have to move to Indiana. I actually asked to move out to Indiana. Now the universe is trying to help me. It's not that I have to do it. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Like,
Right. We'll ask that question. Indiana. Within the next few weeks popped out. So an opportunity could be coming up. Someone's maybe going to offer you something that you can work on out there.
yeah. Well, that's the catch. I don't want to go right now because honestly, like I don't. I'm not. I guess I think I'm producing a lot of like manic energy right now, and once I get a little calmer, then I would like to make. Then I would like to make some more action. But I know, when I eat carbs and sugar, I get manic. So hello.
There's Samir's asking what's your gifts. I feel you're very intuitive and like you're good at reading situations, reading people, and that's why you choose to keep yourself in your own environment. Because if you go out, you see a lot of people not being true to themselves.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
do you know what I mean?
hmm it's very isolating. I feel very like I can tell if someone has like depth in them just by looking into their eyes. I can tell.
Yeah,
And I also have a lot of reactions around people. So I don't know. It's tough. People with blue eyes are more sensitive to adrenaline if you have lighter eyes. So, like, if you're from Britain, right? So,
yeah, Northern Ireland.
yeah. So, like, if you have lighter eyes, it means that you're actually more sensitive to like crowds. So, people with lighter
Yeah,
are stimulated, which is why people with darker features congregate in cities, and
right.
lighter people congregate in the countryside.
Yeah,
Isn't that crazy?
yeah. It makes sense. Like I was, I was down at a bonfire a few nights ago. Like that's in our country that every year they light a bonfire before the parade's the next day. But I was standing and it didn't feel right. Do you know what I mean? I was just sort of standing about and I couldn't like I had to leave. Do you know what I mean? I was taking on too much energy. I was taking on everybody's emotions. So that's why I prefer to stay in my own surroundings also.
Well, yeah. I think honestly, it's like once I work on some of my own stuff, and probably we both do at the same time. Like it's then easier for me to be around people because I'm not overstimulated. But I always have been, so I'm trying to work on that.
Perfect card. That card fell out of the deck. It's 10 of Winter, which 10 is endings, about to go into new beginnings. The resolution of difficulties, a weight lifted off your shoulders. So within the next few days, you're going to wake up and you're just not going to have that heaviness that you have. The
Yeah.
end of an addiction or codependency.
End of addiction and codependency.
See,
Yeah,
that
I'm
was the word
right
that
now.
that was the word that sort of got your attention, wasn't it? Whenever I picked that up in the first card, that's what got your attention.
Well, because I know I have an addiction, and I'm also codependent right now with father.
But it's amazing whenever you think of like the amount of possibilities in that deck, and it's always like whenever you're reading someone's energy, it's always the card that's magnetized to them, that's drawn to them. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, I'll even open up like a book, like sometimes, like I'll ask a question and I'll open up a book and you'll get something out. I mean, the decks are important. I like the decks.
yeah,
Sometimes like a random book could help some, but I should work on my own. I like this stuff. It's just fun. Like this is.
yeah.
How do you find community in it? I mean, do some people think like you're a weirdo because like you're into like the decks and like tarot and
Well,
stuff?
well, there's like my family didn't like me doing it at the start, but now they've become more accepting of it.
Yeah.
Uh, they like this time last year, I was getting signed into mental institutions because I was doing readings. Do you know
Wow.
what I mean? But I've now got it set up where I'm not getting shipped off to places like that now. But I had to resolve a few issues with myself at that time. I've resolved them, and now things are working a lot better. But I'm finding community, like the community wise, there's a lot of people come on here uh, that would regard as close friends, and like that they do listen to what you've got to say. It doesn't mean they're going to act on what you said, but they listen to it, see if it resonates, and if it doesn't, they just take it as advice. But there's also a lot of people out there that like giving people bad news, and they'll focus on the bad news. Whereas if I pick up a bit of bad news, I'll tell you how to overcome it. But with
Yeah.
you, you've already resolved any issues that might be in the forefront. Do you know what I mean?
Well, I think I know what to do. I just am scared I don't have the courage to do it. Like to some degree, I'll be honest. Like I sometimes worry that I'm not going to be able to succeed, Like I have the wisdom and everything, but I definitely have to, you know, I don't know.
Yeah,
I play, I don't know. I think I can do it, but it's a mindset and I have to keep working on that, day by day. So,
yeah. Like seriously, if there was anything, like the cards are very good. If there was anything you needed your attention, I would have brought it up. Do you know what I mean? But you're doing everything you need to be doing. Just don't try and force things. Do you know what I mean? You're going at a good pace. So if an opportunity comes to you, decide there and then what, or decide then what you're going to do. Don't rush into anything. Do you know what I mean? Just listen
yeah.
to your intuition, basically.
Yeah, I agree. Because I've done, yeah, the most impulsive things I've done are like moving, and sometimes I mean I could heal anywhere, but I always like the Midwest because or I like countryside more because people are a little more calm and that's what I enjoy. So
Yeah. I've lived in the city. I lived in the town, and now I'm in a village. I prefer the
yeah,
countryside. Yeah.
and don't you find people like nicer and they're a little bit kinder? You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
You're walking down the street and people just say hello, but if you're in a city, it's not like that.
Yeah, I mean, and I think like because I'm vulnerable, I feel like I probably feel the same way. It's like I feel like you know but when I'm vulnerable, I could be in the city when I'm like full of confidence and when I continue to work on myself, but right now when I'm a little more vulnerable, I need a little bit of nurturance, from people that was
Yeah.
just it's a friendly hello, that goes a long way.
Yeah. Like after getting this reading, don't think you can message me anytime if you've got any questions or anything, or if you're finding it difficult. Feel free to message me. I'll always help where I can.
Yeah, no, I appreciate it, man, and I'd be curious even to how did you teach yourself? Did you just self-taught how to use the
You,
decks?
you're going to laugh at this, but about 2013, I was on. I don't know if you've ever heard tell of it. It's called Uranum, and it's like where all psychics do their readings. And I went into the room, and they were like, "What are you doing here?" I said, "Oh, I'm just in for a nosy, just to see what's going on." They said,
Yeah.
"You're a reader." Next day, I bought a deck of cards, and for about 7 years, I just read everybody. But I
Wow.
used to do it via Messenger. Then about a year and a half ago, I started doing lives, and now at the start it didn't flow, but now it sort of flows with me where like I've already like it's one word on the card, but I know because I've said it that many times what what the card means. Do you know what I mean? But I don't believe in sitting down reading a book of like telling you how to read them. You have to do it how whatever feels natural for you. You read a card or a picture and say what comes to you because that's the best way.
Yeah. That's so cool. I appreciate that, man. No, you're doing a good job. I mean, I was just drawn to you. Like, right, I don't know how I found you. I just somehow on Facebook, But congratulations on your triplets, man. That's
Thanks
intense.
very much. That's what I'm talking about, like manifestation. I always had in the back of my head that I would have triplets, or not triplets. I would have twins, and my fiance, she always thought she would have twins. So the both of us came together, and then we had triplets. They gave you what you wanted, but plus one.
Nice. Yeah, I mean that's the funny thing. Like even like relationships, I see people who like manifest like when celebrities manifest someone else. Like I think Justin Bieber's wife said that she would visualize being with him and she would like want to manifest that and then eventually like they're
That
married.
happened.
So I guess you get something you want or better, right? You ask for
Yeah.
something, you get that. Or
I always find they don't give you what you ask for. They give you something better than what you ask for, something you're going to be happier with.
no, that's really cool. Can I ask what village you're in? I'm just you know I won't stalk you or anything. You don't have to tell me.
And it's called Beisheim.
Okay.
I'll type it there. I'll type it. It's called that's how you would read it.
Oh wow, Brushane. Oh cool.
I'm streaming to other platforms. I just
Oh, I just
started
see it
doing
when you're
it.
typing. Wow.
I just
Okay. Wow.
started doing it the day to, or well, I've been doing YouTube for a while, but it's hard to get people coming on to. So I'm doing Twitch and Periscope also, but it'll grow.
Wow. Oh, and now I just see the comments. Holy crap. Okay. Oh my god. Wow.
But I think I'll end that video for there now. Turn on your notifications so each time I'm live, you get notified. I always give you more cards. And if there's anything else you want me to answer, but you don't want to mention it on video, just message me.
Oh, I'm an open book, man. I don't.
Same here. Same here.
I know. It's
But
like
I'll just let the people know that's watching this from now on. I'll be doing more of this in the future, bringing people on to sort of
and
speak. I
config.
used to do it last year. A lot of people I would bring on. Then
Okay.
for a long time, I was just doing readings myself, and I've got another friend that would come on and do joint readings with me. But he's away today. He'll be back later on tonight. Keep an eye out. He's a good reader also. But like I'm trying to expand it in more ways so that you can reach a better audience.
Yeah, this is great. Yeah, no, I appreciate that. Yeah, you definitely have a lot. You'll definitely be able to help a lot of people, man. That's for sure. You'll definitely be able to mix. You know, not that you're trying to. The only purpose is to make money, but yeah, I mean, people appreciate things
Yeah.
that. So you feel like you're getting more value when you pay for something. I'll be honest. You know what I mean?
Whenever I was sort of learning the trade, I was always adamant I wouldn't charge for it. But then once you get to a certain level, you think, right, to keep that going, you need a bit of leeway. But my viewers are very very good that way. Like there's just certain keywords you would hit with someone, and then they're like, right, I need to find out more.
Absolutely, man. Well, thank you so much again. Thanks for your time. I appreciate it. And now, do I just keep you on Facebook like a notification, or is this a
I
strict?
turn on notifications, and then like I'll add you from my other account because for some reason it's limited on the page. On the page you can't send the same, like, do you know what I mean? Like you're not able to video call or anything like that there.
Oh, weird. Okay, we'll figure.
But
Okay.
before I end the video, there's just a couple of people that's popped in there. If you're in the room, can you comment so I know you're there, and I'll get you a card before I finish. Always, always, whenever I'm doing a live, I'll like if people's in the room, I'll always give them a card before I finish,
Oh,
just as a wee thank you. But I do appreciate you getting the reading from me. Uh, as I say, keep in contact, and if you've any questions, I'll be able to help you out.
Absolutely. Thanks a lot.
No problem. Talk to you later. Take care. Right, so yeah, Billy, I was having a bit of difficulty doing the readings earlier. That was for Steve and Billy. I'll be doing your reading and your live reading in the future. And the next, I'm going to finish this reading first, but I'll get the people who's in the room a card, and just so that the videos are different, so you can save the video. Billy, I'll tag you. I'll tag you in the video. Where are we at here? Right, so we'll start with Andrew James, then Linda, then Samira, Laura Reid, Billy, and Jessica. I don't just do cards, but they always give me a good. I've got the pendulum in that there as well, and Julie also. But I was thinking of doing that more, but bringing more people onto my lives, because I was very successful last year whenever I'd done it. But Andrew James, love. If you're single, you won't be for much longer. If you're in a relationship, I'll take the next steps of what you're looking for. But I feel you may be single. I'm feeling about 6 to 7 weeks. Maybe you already know this person, but it'll take 6 or 7 weeks before you know where you stand with each other. I feel you maybe need to clear previous energy so that there's a space for it to go whenever. Thanks, Laura, for saying that. Yeah, Samira, I know, Andrew. I've seen a few videos that him and it must be a page they're both working on, like where they speak to spirit. Very good. Linda Van Usten. The cow, nourishment, abundance, asking and receiving. You keep getting kicked out, Samira. Why is it? It's Facebook can be so. Samira, partnerships. I feel this is romance and professional. I feel all partnerships that you're working with someone are developing. Laura Reid. The Grail Knight. Romance, illusion, seeking the sacred. So things that interested you before, Laura, no longer interesting you. You've changed in so many levels. You're looking for more stuff that you're interested in. Billy, fear's the only thing working against you at the minute. But with your thoughts and your positive thinking, you can overcome that. As we were speaking before, the cards are very positive for you. Things are going to unfold for you very soon. Or was it Samira? He's very good at Samira. He's very good at what he does. Jessica Marie Costello. Healthy boundaries, independence. So people that were maybe overstepping the mark, you've said to them, and you've laid down rules that you want them to adhere to. Julie Bingley, beauty. You'll start to see beauty everywhere. You'll see a positive in every situation because you've retrained your brain to the way you think. Wait, hold on. Sorry about that. Where are we at? Uh, Laura Reid. Laura Reid. All right, hold on. Sorry, I don't have your Laura Reid. Perfect timing. Nothing can work against you. The divine timing is at play. Everything's going to be successful. Try not to worry or have negative based thoughts. Shakti serious. And then Chesga Aguila. Shakti, but speaking your truth, you've offended someone or you've wounded someone's ego. Don't let that affect you. Keep doing what you're doing. The wounded human ego. So someone's took offence by you speaking your truth, I feel. Chesga Aguila. If I've missed your name, just comment and I'll get to it. I will be back on tonight at 10 p.m. with Jonathan Boyle again, so I'll not stay on too long, and I've got a reading to do for Billy Fogg. Thank you, Fargo. Right, so it's Chesga, then Robin. I'll get Billy. I'll get Billy another card, but I'll let you know when I'm doing the live or the live reading for you, Billy. Chesga. Luck, industriousness, sweet victory. Whatever difficulties you may be facing, Chesga, you'll overcome them. You've enough knowledge to overcome any problem. When is a job coming? 6 to 7 weeks, maybe longer. It's just I feel things have to get going again. Grania. Gronya. Foundation of battle, Gronya. Foundation of battle. A journey or trip, rites of passage, moving on from unproductive areas, changing attitudes, successful transition. Samira, I think you're in the same situation as myself. You already have the skill set within you. It's just relating the message to to something. Do you know what I mean? You've already got the skill set. It's just finding a way to do it productively. Kali Sophia. Kali Sophia, the High Priestess, discernment, prescience, prophecy, and vision. Pay attention to your thoughts, your dreams, what you're spending your time thinking about. It will work out as you hold the idea. That's how it'll unravel. That's how it'll play out. Laura, I'll give you another card. Try not to get caught up in anger or jealousy. Laura, I feel someone may feel jealous towards you. Don't reciprocate that. Just keep being yourself. Alejandra Garcia. The Queen Alejandra. Woman and fertility, feminine power, sexuality and friendships. All social aspects of your life you're gonna meet new people. Thanks, Michelle Patterson. I'll get you a card. The Cow, nourishment, ask and receiving. If you don't ask, you won't get. Margaret Dury. The Raven, magic, coincidences, synchronistic events. You're going to be noticing the same numbers, same like repeating everywhere. Lorato, Thiabe. Right, Lorato. I feel you could possibly be a reader or a healer of some description. You've got connection to spirit, you've got integrity and connection to that angelic realm. So speak with your angels more. The the diet or food isn't important when you're like at the start. It's only once you've got everything else sorted, you worry about the diet. But keep speaking to your angels. Yes, certainly, Jared. Jared. No doubt you'll want one from this deck. Dialogue of Knowledge, Jared. Dialogue of Knowledge. Flexibility. The daring to launch audacious new ventures that may not necessarily succeed. Living by one's wit. Playing ball with life. Lightheartedness. That's good. You've accepted the possibility that you might not succeed in everything, but usually when you accept that, you're successful in everything you do. But it's just the thought process behind it. Things will start to work out for you bit by bit. It won't all come at once, Jared, but it will work out for you. Right, Holly Clements. And then I think I'll leave that there for now. Yeah. I've got another live to do for another person that got a reading. So I don't think they're in any rush because I've done the private reading. So, Holly, luck, industriousness, sweet victory. Whatever you're up against, Holly, you will come out victorious. But it all comes down to your intentions. Because your intentions are good, you'll succeed. Samir. See, Samira, the thing I find difficult is, or to understand is, if you follow your intuition, sometimes you can be led to the wrong place intentionally because there's a lesson to be learnt there. If you hadn't listened to your intuition, would you end up there? That's a question that always gets me. That question's got me thinking, Samira. It has got me thinking. I'll have to get back to you on that, Samira. You have me stumped. I'll definitely send me that same question in Messenger, and I'll be able to focus on it. Thanks everybody for joining. As I say, I'll be back on later with Jonathan. No problem. I'll be back on later with Jonathan at 10 p.m. if he can join. Thank you.